For millennia, humanity's story has been etched in stone. It lies buried beneath places the world has forgotten. Across the planet, ancient monuments and mysterious artifacts still stand. They silently challenge everything we think we know about our past. In this journey, we dive into jaw-dropping archaeological discoveries. Discoveries that keep historians, archaeologists, and adventurers awake at night. All desperate to uncover the truth. Ready to have your mind blown? Let's go. If these ancient mysteries grab you, drop a comment with your favorite unexplained site, like the video, and subscribe. We've got more mind-blowing discoveries coming up next. Have you ever dreamed of driving up to the remote Mount Nemrut before turning 50 and watching the sunrise illuminate the massive stone statues of ancient gods staring back at you? Perched high in the rugged peaks of southeastern Turkey, Mount Nemrut commands a dramatic landscape where ancient ambition meets the sky. Here, colossal statues, once towering up to 30 feet tall, stand as silent guardians of a forgotten kingdom. Carved in the 1st century BCE by King Antiochus I, these figures blend Greek and Persian gods with the ruler himself. Showcasing a rare cultural fusion at the edge of empires. Earthquakes over centuries toppled their heads, scattering them like fallen giants across the slopes, yet the site's raw power endures. As a UNESCO World Heritage Treasure, Nemrut whispers of royal dreams etched in stone, where East met West in a bold statement of power and piety. Sacsayhuaman, Peru. Crafted in the 15th century, this fortress wove together limestone boulders some tipping 200 tons. Without a single drop of mortar, their edges fitted so snugly that even grass blades slipped through in vain. Sacsayhuaman's zigzag walls are a testament to Inca mastery over stone and sky. Designed to withstand earthquakes, the structure's seismic resilience saved it through centuries of tremors, a clever blend of defense and divine ingenuity. Beyond battlements, its terraces once hosted grand ceremonies. Echoing the empire's unyielding spirit. Sacsayhuaman stands today as Inca engineering's bold signature, where mountains bowed to human will. Derinkuyu. Turkey buried deep beneath Cappadocia's fairy tale landscapes, Derinkuyu reveals a hidden world of survival carved from volcanic rock. This underground marvel plunges over 200 feet. A labyrinth for 20,000 souls, with stables, kitchens, and wells that kept life humming in darkness. Ventilation shafts still whispering fresh air after 3,000 years. Hint at builders who tamed the earth for refuge from invaders or storms. No grand entrances here, just clever rolling stone doors, sealing secrets floor by floor. Derinkuyu endures as a quiet epic of ancient grit, where communities thrived below while the world raged above. Stonehenge, England. Stonehenge isn't just stone, it's a timeless heartbeat of human wonder, where Neolithic minds reached for the stars. On England's windswept Wiltshire plains, Stonehenge emerges from the mist like a circle of ancient whispers. Its massive sarsens hauled from miles away to stand sentinel over 4,000 years of secrets. These 25-ton behemoths, topped by lintels locked in mortise and tenon joints, form the world's oldest observatory, aligning with solstices to track the sun's eternal dance. Bluestones from distant Welsh quarries dragged 150 miles. Add a layer of mystery suggesting rituals that bound people across vast lands. Nan Madol, Micronesia. Off Pohnpei's shores, Nan Madol emerges from a lagoon a city of 100 islets built in the 13th century. Basalt columns, some 50 tons and 20 feet long, form walls and temples without metal tools. Canals linked this hub of the Sodelur dynasty, a center of power and ceremony. Its abandonment by the 19th century puzzles historians. How islanders moved such stones across water remains a marvel of ingenuity. Nan Madol stands as a testament to a Pacific culture's ambition built on the edge of the sea. Great Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. The Giza Plateau cradles eternity's giants. The Great Pyramids, where pharaohs chased immortality in limestone and lore. Khufu's tomb, the largest, once pierced 481 feet skyward. With 2.3 million blocks averaging 2.5 tons, each its base a flawless square aligned true north within a fraction of a degree. Casing stones of polished Tura limestone once gleamed like mirrors visible from miles, though most were stripped for Cairo's spires. Solar boat pits flank the east, holding Khufu's 143-foot cedar vessel. Disassembled for the afterlife voyage, crafted without nails, around 2500 BCE. The complex's causeways linked Nile harbors to temples, a river road for eternity's pilgrims. Sole survivor of antiquity's seven wonders, it defies time, a beacon of old kingdom dreams. Newgrange, Ireland. In the Boyne Valley's gentle folds, Newgrange slumbers a Neolithic vault, older than pyramids, wrapped in mystery's embrace. Its 280-foot wide mound, ringed by 97 curbstones etched with spirals and lozenges, hides a 62-foot passage to a corbelled chamber rising 20 feet waterproof after 5,200 years. On winter solstice, dawn sunlight spears the roof box, bathing triple spiral basin stones in gold for 17 minutes. A celestial key to the other world. Human bones and jade axes fill its recesses, echoes of elite burials from 3,200 BCE. The facade's white quartz gleams like dawn's first snow, a deliberate shimmer, now pieced from scattered clues. Heart of Bruna Boyne's sacred trio, it calls to those who seek the ancients' light. Yonaguni Monument, Japan. The Yonaguni Monument, where rock and riddles blur in the deep. This 165 by 98-foot slab, etched with right-angle steps and terraces plunging 82 feet, mimics a pyramid hewn from sandstone around 10,000 years ago. Parallel bedding planes and vertical joints fracture its faces into geometric precision shaped by tectonic fury in this quake-prone sea. Flat platforms and stair-like ledges form roads and walls debated as nature's art or Mu's lost city's ghost. Nearby, tools and carvings spark whispers of Joman hands, though no artifacts crown its crown. Hammerheads patrol its edges, guardians of a puzzle that dives deeper than the sea. Tikal, Guatemala. Deep in Guatemala's rainforest, Tikal thrived as a Maya powerhouse 2,000 years ago. Its 200-foot-tall step pyramids, like Temple 4 Tower, over the canopy, aligned with celestial events. Vast plazas hosted markets and rituals for 100,000 residents. Intricate stelae record royal histories, showcasing advanced writing. Tikal's sudden abandonment in the 9th century puzzles archaeologists. Was it war, drought, or collapse? This city's grandeur reveals the Mayas' mastery of jungle life. Teotihuacan, Mexico. Teotihuacan's monumental scale and unexplained origins ensure it remains one of the most captivating enigmas of the ancient Americas. Teotihuacan was a Mesoamerican giant 2,000 years ago, housing 100,000 people. The 200-foot-tall Pyramid of the Sun and Pyramid of the Moon line the 2-mile-long Avenue of the Dead, aligned with celestial patterns. Yet the identity of Teotihuacan's builders remains a mystery. No written records survive to tell us who they were or why the city eventually collapsed. Archaeologists have uncovered murals, artifacts, and even mysterious tunnels beneath the pyramids, hinting at complex rituals and cosmological beliefs. Was Teotihuacan a religious center, a political powerhouse, or both? Murud Janjira, India. Murud Janjira, whispers of unbreakable resolve. A fortress born from Sidi hands in the 15th century. Its towering basalt walls surge 40 feet skyward, encircling 22 acres in a seamless ring that laughed off sieges for 400 years. "19 bastions bristle with the ghosts of 572 cannons, silent sentinels that repelled Portuguese fleets and Maratha hordes alike." Deep rock-cut tanks hoard sweet water, a secret vein that quench thirst through endless blockades, defying the salty waves below. Twisting passages burrow from palaces to the surf, hidden arteries for a dynasty that slipped free until India's flag flew in 1947. Petra, Jordan, UNESCO's rose since 1985. where rock blooms in Jordan's eternal spring, sliced from blushing cliffs like a secret unveiled. Petra is a Nabatean masterpiece from 300 BCE that traded spices for eternity. The treasury's 130-foot facade bursts with urns and eagles, a Hellenistic dream carved in one stroke of genius. "800 monuments half cliff-hewn weave eastern vines with Roman arches, a cultural braid across trade winds to 106 CE. Channels and cisterns tame flash floods, harvesting 200,000 gallons to green a desert for 20,000 wanderers. The monastery's 98-foot perch crowns a 500-step pilgrimage, its hollow heart once humming with merchant prayers. Nazca lines Peru etched across Peru's Nazca Desert. The Nazca lines are a gallery of ancient geoglyphs, a riddle in the sand. Created between 500 BCE and 500 CE, these massive designs, some stretching 1,200 feet, depict animals, plants, and geometric shapes visible only from the air. Their precision, crafted by removing dark pebbles to reveal lighter soil, defies the era's technology. The 800-foot-long hummingbird and spider figures symbolize fertility and water vital in this arid region. Theories of astronomical or ritual purposes persist, yet their true meaning eludes scholars. Preserved by the desert's dryness, these lines whisper cosmic mysteries. Gobekli Tepe, Turkey. Gobekli Tepe, in southeastern Turkey, rewrites human history as the world's oldest monumental structure. Dating to 9,600 BCE. This 30-foot-high complex of T-shaped limestone pillars, some 20 feet tall, predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years. Carved with vivid animal reliefs, lions, snakes, and foxes, these pillars weighing up to 10 tons suggest a sophisticated hunter-gatherer society. Its circular enclosures, possibly ritual spaces, hint at spiritual gatherings before agriculture emerged. Buried deliberately around 8,000 BCE, its preservation is pristine. Gobekli Tepe challenges assumptions about early human culture, revealing a cradle of communal ambition. Hegra, Saudi Arabia. Saudi's first UNESCO star in 2008. Hegra guards a lost caravan's farewell. Hegra's sandstone cliffs cradle Nabatean echoes, a desert requiem. Where tombs hold court like silent kings from the 1st century BCE. "111 crypts, some 70 feet tall, blend Hellenistic crowns with Roman poise carved for eternity's elite." Casa Al-Farid, the lonely castle, stands apart, its 65-foot solitude, a royal sigh, in a necropolis of 94 kin. "50 Talmudic inscriptions older than the spice roots scar the rocks with ancient whispers. Wells, fed by wadi channels, still quench the sands, sustaining 2,000 along the Incense Road. Skara Brae, Scotland. Beneath Orkney's storm-lashed cliffs, Skara Brae whispers of Stone Age. Lives a village bared by a 1850 gale's fury, frozen at 3100 BCE. Eight stone huts joined by roofed alleys hold beds and dressers time snapshot of Neolithic homes. Drains curl beneath flagstone floors, flushing waste to the sea, a humble marvel outlasting empires. Whalebone latches guard doors, while grooved slabs clutch tools, traces of a quiet craft. No metal stains its refuse. Polished beads and mace heads paint a peaceful plenty. UNESCO's Neolithic Heart, since 1999, Skara Brae glows as Europe's oldest hearth. Longyou Caves, China. The Longyou Caves in Zhejiang, China, are a subterranean marvel carved 2,000 years ago with mysterious precision. Discovered in 1992, these 24 man-made caverns, some 100 feet deep, cover over 320,000 square feet. Their smooth, chiseled walls, adorned with parallel tool marks, suggest advanced engineering, yet no records of their construction exist. Pillars 30 feet tall support vast ceilings, while symmetrical carvings evoke ritualistic purpose. The cave's waterproof design defies flooding, a feat unexplained by known Han Dynasty techniques. Longyou's anonymity fuels speculation of a forgotten civilization's ambition. Easter Island, Rapa Nui, Chile. Scattered across 63 square miles, the Moai gaze over a remote Pacific paradise, whispering of faith and mystery. Moai statues carved by the Rapa Nui between 1250 and 1500 CE embody spiritual devotion. Nearly 900 monolithic figures, some 33 feet tall and weighing 80 tons, dot the volcanic landscape. Crafted from tough, their oversized heads and stoic faces likely honored ancestors. The quarry at Rano Raraku, with half-finished moai, reveals a sudden halt in work. Hinting at societal collapse. Transporting these giants, possibly using sledges or ropes, showcases engineering prowess. Hattusa, Turkey. Hattusa, the Hittite capital in central Turkey, is a sprawling relic of Bronze Age power. Flourishing from 1600 BCCE. Covering 444 acres, its 20-foot-high stone walls, like the Lion Gate, boast intricate reliefs. The Great Temple, 200 feet long, served as a religious hub with cuneiform tablets revealing diplomatic archives. Yerkapi, a 230-foot-long rampart with a tunnel, showcases military ingenuity. Over 30,000 clay tablets, including the world's first peace treaty, highlight Hittite literacy. Hattusa's ruins, framed by rugged hills, echo a forgotten empire's grandeur. Palenque, Mexico. Palenque is a Mayan jewel of the 7th century CE, renowned for its artistic elegance, nestled in Mexico's Chiapas jungle. The Temple of the Inscriptions, a 75-foot pyramid, houses King Pakal's tomb, adorned with a 13-foot-long sarcophagus lid depicting his cosmic journey. Intricate stucco reliefs among the finest in Mesoamerica grace palaces and temples. The site's aqueduct system, channeling water beneath plazas, reflects advanced engineering. Palenque's compact layout, covering 6 square miles, contrasts with its cultural richness, offering a vivid portrait of Mayan royalty. Knossos Palace, Greece. Knossos on Crete's sunlit shores is the heart of Minoan civilization, dating to 1900 BCE. This sprawling 150,000 square foot palace, linked to the myth of the Minotaur's labyrinth, boasts vibrant frescoes of bull leaping and dolphins showcasing Minoan artistry. Its multi-story complex, with over 1,000 rooms, features light wells and advanced plumbing, including flush toilets rare for the Bronze Age. The throne room, with its gypsum seat and griffin murals, evokes royal splendor. Excavated by Arthur Evans in 1900, Knossos reveals a sophisticated society that vanished abruptly, fueling tales of Atlantis. Its intricate layout whispers of myth and mastery. Choqquequirao, Peru. Perched 10,000 feet above Peru's Apurimac Valley, Choqquequirao is an Inca stronghold. Rivaling Machu Picchu, yet shrouded in obscurity. Built in the 15th century, this 4,400-acre site features terraced fields, carved into steep cliffs, sustaining a remote population. Its stonework with precisely cut granite mirrors, Inca engineering prowess. Unique llama-shaped stone mosaics adorn terraces, a rare artistic signature. Accessible only by a grueling two-day trek, its isolation preserved its secrets. Choqquequirao, meaning cradle of gold, hints at a refuge for Inca elites, its purpose still debated. Copan, Honduras. Copan is a Mayan city of celestial wisdom, flourishing from 400 to 800 CE. Its 100-foot-high hieroglyphic stairway with 2,200 glyphs is the longest-known Mayan inscription chronicling royal dynasties. The Great Plaza's stelae, intricately carved 10-foot-tall stone slabs, depict rulers aligned with cosmic events. Copan's Ball Court, one of the finest in Mesoamerica, hosted ritual games tied to mythology. Advanced astronomical observations recorded on altars reveal a society obsessed with the stars. Excavations uncovered vibrant polychrome sculptures showcasing artistic finesse. Ciudad Perdida, Colombia. Hidden in Colombia's Sierra Nevada, Ciudad Perdida, or Lost City, is a Tirona marvel. From 800 CE, rediscovered in 1972. Nestled 4,300 feet high, its 250 stone terraces, connected by steep stairways, supported a city of 2,000. Circular platforms, up to 40 feet wide, held thatched homes, their layouts suggesting social hierarchy. Intricate drainage systems managed heavy rains, a testament to engineering skill. Buried under jungle for centuries, its isolation preserved gold and ceramic artifacts, hinting at a vibrant culture. Reachable only by a 6-day trek, Ciudad Perdida evokes a forgotten world reclaimed by nature. Valletta Malta. Malta's 16th century capital is a living archaeological gem. Built by the Knights of St. John, after the 1565 Great Siege. This 0.3 square mile city, perched on a peninsula, boasts 25-foot-high bastion walls, a marvel of Renaissance military design. St. John's Co-Cathedral, with its ornate 200-foot-long nave houses Caravaggio's masterpiece, The Beheading of St. John. The Grand Master's Palace, with its armory of 5,000 artifacts, reflects knightly power. Underground water cisterns ensured survival during sieges. Valletta's grid layout A pioneering urban plan blends defense and elegance, shining as a fortified cultural beacon. Chichen Itza, Mexico. Chichen Itza is a 10th century Mayan metropolis where astronomy and ritual converge. The 98-foot-tall El Castillo pyramid with 365 steps mirrors the solar year. During equinoxes, a serpent shadow slithers down its steps, a stunning architectural feat. The Great Ball Court, 545 feet long, hosted deadly ritual games, its acoustics amplifying whispers. The Temple of the Warriors, adorned with feathered serpent columns, reflects Toltec influence. The sacred cenote, a 200-foot-wide sinkhole, held sacrificial offerings revealing Mayan spirituality. Chichen Itza's precision and grandeur capture a civilization's cosmic vision. Blythe Intaglios, USA. Scattered across California's Colorado desert, the Blythe Intaglios are enigmatic geoglyphs likely created by Quechan or Mojave peoples 1,000 years ago. These massive figures, some 170 feet long, depict humans and animals formed by scraping away dark gravel to reveal lighter soil. Visible only from the air, their purpose, possibly ritual or territorial, remains a mystery. The largest human figure, with outstretched arms, spans 100 feet. Preserved by the arid climate, they escaped notice until 1932. Fenced for protection, these silent etchings evoke ancient desert culture's cryptic messages. Ani, Turkey. Ani is a 10th century Armenian capital, now a haunting ruin along the Silk Road. Once home to 100,000, its 15-foot-high walls stretch over 1.5 miles. Cathedral of Ani, a 200-foot-long masterpiece, showcases pioneering pointed arches influencing Gothic architecture. Over 20 churches, like the Church of the Redeemer, with its split dome, blend Armenian and Byzantine styles. Cuneiform inscriptions and frescoes hint at a cosmopolitan hub. Abandoned by the 14th century, Ani's windswept ruins whisper of a vibrant crossroads lost to time. Mahabalipuram, India. Mahabalipuram, on India's Coromandel coast, is a 7th century Pallava dynasty showcase of rock-cut artistry. Its shore temple, a 60-foot-high granite marvel, stands defiant against ocean waves. Blending Dravidian and Buddhist styles. The 5 Rathas, monolithic temples carved from single boulders. Mimic chariots, each uniquely shaped. The massive bas-relief descent of the Ganges spans 96 feet, depicting a mythic river's flow with vivid animal carvings. Cave temples like Varaha house intricate sculptures of Vishnu. Mahabalipuram's coastal setting and enduring stonework sing of artistic devotion. Lalibela, Ethiopia. Bet Georgis, a 40-foot-deep cruciform church, stands alone, chiseled with precision. Each monolithic structure, some 50 feet high, features intricate interiors with frescoes and arches. A subterranean tunnel network links churches, symbolizing a sacred pilgrimage. Built under King Lalibela to create a new Jerusalem, these churches remain active worship sites. Their creation possibly with angelic aid. Her local law defies medieval technology, embodying divine ambition. Taxila, Pakistan. This Silk Road city hosted one of the world's earliest universities teaching Buddhism, medicine, and astronomy. Taxila is a 3,000-year-old hub of knowledge thriving from 600 BCE to 500 CE. Its ruins whisper of a scholarly golden age. It's 20 foot high, Dharmarajika stupa, adorned with intricate carvings, housed Buddha's relics. grid-like urban layout, with stone streets and drainage, reflects advanced planning. Over 50 monasteries and stupas like Jiaolian reveal Buddhist devotion. Taxila's blend of Persian, Greek, and Indian artifacts from Alexander's era showcases cultural fusion. Timgad, Algeria. Timgad in Algeria's Ural Mountains is a Roman city of geometric precision, founded in 100 CE. Laid out in a perfect 1,200-foot square grid, its streets intersect at right angles, a testament to urban planning. The 40-foot-high Trajan's Arch marks its entrance, while a 3,900-seat theater hosted vibrant performances. Public baths with intact mosaics and a library, rare for a provincial city, highlight Roman sophistication. Its 15-foot thick defensive walls protected this frontier outpost. Timgad's pristine preservation in the Sahara evokes Rome's imperial ambition. Pergamon, ancient city, Turkey. Perched 1,000 feet above Aegean plains. Pergamon was a Hellenistic powerhouse from the 3rd century BCE. Its 300-foot-long altar of Zeus, with dramatic friezes, is a sculptural masterpiece, now in Berlin. The steep 10,000-seat theatre carved into the hillside offered stunning views. Pergamon's library, rivaling Alexandria's, housed 200,000 scrolls. Innovative water pipelines supplied the Acropolis, showcasing engineering prowess. The Asclepion, a healing center, drew pilgrims for its therapeutic springs. Pergamon's ruins radiate intellectual and artistic glory. Masada Israel Masada is a symbol of Jewish resistance built by Herod in the 1st century BCE. Its 13-foot-thick walls and 27 towers fortified this desert refuge. A lavish palace with 100-foot-long terraces and vibrant frescoes clings to the cliff's edge. Ingenious cisterns storing 10.6 million gallons sustained life in arid isolation. The 73 CE siege ramp, still visible, marks the Zealots' last stand against Rome. Masada's stark beauty embodies an unyielding spirit. Sagalassos, ancient city, Turkey. Buried by earthquakes and rediscovered in the 19th century, Sagalassos preserves a frozen moment of Roman splendor. Sagalassos thriving from 100 BCE to 700 CE. Its 30-foot-high Antonine fountain with restored flowing water dazzles with marble statues. The 9,000-seat theater, carved into slopes, hosted grand spectacles. Intricate mosaics in the Neon Library reflect cultural richness. A unique clay pipe water system stretching miles reveals advanced hydraulics. A 590 CE quake buried it gently, sparing 90% of its stones, now gleaming white in Belgian digs since 1990. Great Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, Great Zimbabwe, a 11th to 15th century Shona capital, is sub-Saharan Africa's largest stone ruin, spanning 1,800 acres. Its 36-foot-high great enclosure, built without mortar features, precision-cut granite blocks. The conical tower, 30 feet tall, symbolizes royal power. Its purpose still debated. Soapstone bird carvings, unique to the site, hint at spiritual significance. Trade goods, from Chinese porcelain to Persian glass, reveal global connections. Great Zimbabwe's silent walls proclaim a mighty African empire. Meroe, Sudan. Meroe in Sudan's Nubian desert is the royal necropolis of the Kushite kingdom, flourishing from 300 BCE to 350 CE, over 200 pyramids. Some 100 feet tall, house kings and queens, their steep angles distinct from Egypt's. Intricate reliefs depict rulers and deities blending African and Hellenistic styles. Iron slag heaps reveal Meroe's pioneering metallurgy. The Lion Temple's vivid carvings honor the god Apidamak. Meroe ne Maishi. Meroe's sands guard a lost African dynasty's legacy. Carnac stones, France. Carnac is a 5,000-year-old megalithic puzzle with over 3,000 standing stones across 2.5 miles. Arranged in alignments, some stones reach 20 feet, forming avenues and circles. The Menek alignment with 1,000 stones suggests astronomical or ritual functions. Yet their purpose remains elusive. Dolmens like Manet Carioned cover burial chambers with massive 100-ton slabs. Karnak's scale and precision evoke a Neolithic society's cryptic ambitions. Puma Punku, Bolivia. Puma Punku is a Tiahuanaco marvel from 600 CE at 12,500 feet. In Bolivia's Andes, its H-shaped stone blocks, some 25 feet long, and weighing 100 tons, feature laser-like cuts and interlocking joints, baffling modern engineers. Drilled holes and grooves suggest advanced tools unknown to the era. 400-foot-long platform, aligned astronomically, hints at ceremonial use. Red sandstone, quarried miles away, underscores logistical prowess. Puma Punku's otherworldly precision fuels speculation of lost technology. Yangshan Quarry, China. Yangshan Quarry is a 15th century testament to Ming ambition, abandoned yet awe-inspiring. Commissioned by Emperor Yongle, its colossal monolith, some 50 feet tall and weighing 16,000 tons, were meant for a grand stele. Precision-cut blocks with visible tool marks reveal advanced quarrying techniques. A 100-foot-long stele base left unfinished dwarves modern machinery. The site's remote hilltop location, 600 feet high, adds to its mystique. Yangshan's silent giants speak of imperial dreams cut short. Volgograd. Volgograd, once Stalingrad, endured a 200-day battle in 1942-43 that claimed 2 million lives. The Motherland Calls statue rises 285 feet, the tallest in Europe, when built in 1967. The city stretches 50 miles along the Volga River, rebuilt after 90% destruction in the war. Mamayev Kurgan Hill changed hands 10 times now, a memorial with mass graves. Grain elevators from the battle still stand pockmarked by bullets. Volgograd's 1 million residents live atop history's largest graveyard. War forged this city's second life. Sergiyev Posad. Sergiyev Posad centers on the Trinity Lavra Monastery, founded in 1337 and covering 50 acres. The monastery's blue onion domes rise 300 feet painted with 24-karat gold leaf. Over 300 monks live within walls that withstood a 16-month Polish siege in 1608. The icon of the Trinity, painted by Andrei Rublev in 1411, draws 1 million pilgrims yearly. The town's 100,000 residents support 50 churches in a 10-mile radius. Moscow's patriarch trains here before taking office. Sergiyev Posad keeps Russia's faith alive. Peterhof Palace. Peterhof Palace runs 168 fountains . Across 2,500 acres without a single pump, using gravity from 60-foot-high reservoirs. The Grand Cascade features 64 fountains and 37 gilded statues completed in 1723. Underground pipes stretch 12 miles to feed the system from natural springs. The Samson Fountain shoots water 66 feet high, symbolizing Russia's 1709 victory over Sweden. Winter freezes the grounds solid for 6 months, protecting the pipes. Peterhof moves 10,000 gallons of water per minute. Gravity rules this kingdom. Hattusa Pass. It's called the Devil's Staircase. Hattusa Pass drops an astonishing 625 to 2,950 feet. In roughly 2.5 miles of sharp hairpin turns meticulously carved into the Altai cliffs in October 1989. The unpaved gravel road is brutally steep, with some sections reaching an estimated grade well over 20%, demanding a cautious low-gear descent. Only high-clearance 4x4 vehicles should attempt it. Larger vehicles like buses must stop at the top. The pass serves as the sole motorized link for the Chulishman Valley to the outside world. Landslides, particularly after heavy rains, are common and can temporarily close the pass. The view from the top is a legendary panorama, offering a stunning vista into the deep, dramatic canyon below. Katu Yarik earns every foot of fear of Nizhny Novgorod. Nizhny Novgorod sits 260 miles east of Moscow . At the confluence of the Volga and Oka rivers, handling 50 million tons of cargo yearly. Its stone Kremlin, built in 1500, covers 22 acres and has never fallen to an enemy. The city hosted Russia's largest trade fair from 1817 to 1930, drawing merchants from China to Europe. A 300-foot cable car crosses the Volga in 12 minutes, the longest river span in Europe. The population reaches 1.2 million, yet Moscow overshadows its historic role. Nizhny Novgorod once rivaled the capital in wealth and power. History still trades here. Krasnoyarsk. Krasnoyarsk dominates the Yenisei River, a powerful waterway crucial for navigation. The red brick Paraskeva Pyatnitsa Chapel stands prominently on a hill, serving as an iconic symbol featured on Russia's 10-ruble banknote. The Stolby Nature Reserve, just 4 miles away, protects 180 majestic syenite pillars towering up to 330 feet tall. The city's population hits 1.1 million, though it often grapples with industrial smog during the winter months. A massive bridge spanning 700 feet, completed in 1986, links the city across the river. Krasnoyarsk marks the halfway point on the Trans-Siberian Railway, serving as a major industrial hub. Siberia opens its heart and its greatest challenges here. Mount Belukha. Mount Belukha rises 14,783 feet. As the highest peak in the Altai range, capped by glaciers covering 27 square miles. Local Altaians call it Suma, the three-peaked guardian of the world. The mountain sits 60 miles from the borders of China, Kazakhstan, and Mongolia. Summer climbing routes gain 6,500 feet in a single day, crossing ice fields. Petroglyphs, 5,000 years old, surround the base, showing shamans and deer. Belukha's snowmelt feeds the Kharton River lifeline for 200,000 people downstream. This peak guards more than altitude. Yekaterinburg. Yekaterinburg straddles the Europe-Asia border marked by a 100-foot obelisk 11 miles from downtown. The city's 1.5 million residents live across 2 continents in one metro area. Tsar Nicholas II and his family were executed here in 1918, ending 300 years of Romanov rule. The Ural Mountains rise just west, peaking at 6,217 feet within city limits. A 300-foot dam on the Iset River created a reservoir that powers local industry. Ural Mountains. The Ural Mountains run 1,500 miles north to south, forming the official boundary between Europe and Asia. Peaks average 300 feet, with Mount Narodnaya topping out at 617 feet. The range holds 48 species of mammals, including wolves and lynx, across 150,000 square miles. Permafrost covers the northern third, preserving 10,000-year-old mammoth bones. Mining produces 100% of Russia's platinum and 40% of its copper. The Urals separate continents without fanfare. Stone draws the line. Caucasus Mountains. The Caucasus Mountains span 700 miles, hosting 50 ethnic groups. In an area the size of California, Mount Elbrus, at 18,510 feet, stands as Europe's highest point and a dormant volcano. Over 2,000 glaciers cover 560 square miles, feeding rivers. that irrigate 5 million acres of farmland. The region produces 20% of Russia's wine from vineyards at 3,000 feet elevation. Ancient watchtowers dot ridges built 1,000 years ago to guard trade routes. The Caucasus melts nations into mountains. Kemerovo, Kemerovo Oblast Kuzbas mines nearly 240 million tons of coal, yearly supplying over half of Russia's total national output. The region's 2.6 million residents, including the city's 560,000 inhabitants, live above seams, with reported thicknesses ranging up to 440 feet. A single open-pit mine can cover many square miles and operates around the clock. Winter temperatures regularly plunge to a frigid 40 degrees Celsius. Yet the massive conveyor systems run non-stop. The Kuzbas region holds an estimated 700 billion tons in total geological reserves. This immense industrial output comes at a cost, with coal dust frequently coloring the surrounding snow black. Kemerovo keeps the vast machine of Russia running. Novosibirsk, Novosibirsk anchors Siberia's scientific core with Akademgorodok, a research town built in dense forest. Dozens of institutes study everything from viruses to stars. The Ob River cuts through the city, freezing solid for months. A massive opera house dominates the skyline, hosting world-class performances. The Trans-Siberian Railway stops here, linking east and west. Local engineers designed the first Soviet supercomputer. Winter grips the city at 40 degrees, yet labs stay open. Scientists live in wooden cottages among birch trees. The city's zoo holds rare snow leopards born in captivity. Novosibirsk turns cold isolation into discovery. Altai Mountains. The Altai Mountains hide valleys untouched by roads cover 325,000 square miles. With 1,500 glaciers feeding rivers that water 3 million people. Mount Belukha stands as the spiritual center for local tribes. Ancient rock carvings show shamans and wild horses. Chukotka lies 53 miles from Alaska. Across the Bering Strait, the closest Russia gets to America. The region covers 280,000 square miles, yet only 50,000 people live there. Reindeer herds number 150,000, outnumbering humans 3 to 1. Winter lasts 9 months, with temperatures dropping to 60 degrees Celsius. Indigenous Chukchi and Yupik people still hunt whales from skin boats. The area holds Russia's largest walrus rookeries with 100,000 animals on coastal rocks. Chukotka guards Russia's frozen frontier. Kalmykia. Kalmykia is the only Buddhist majority region in Europe. With 160,000 residents across 29,000 square miles. The Golden Temple in Elista, built in 2005, stands (207 feet tall) and holds a 30-foot Buddha statue. Chess became mandatory in schools in 1998 under a president who was a grandmaster. The Republic's steppe landscape sees camels graze beside Buddhist prayer flags. Over 30 temples dot the capital, serving 50% of the population. Kalmykia plants Tibetan tradition in Russian soil. Europe's Eastern faith thrives here. Sakhalin Island. Sakhalin Island stretches 600 miles long and lies just 25 miles off the mainland, connected in winter by ice roads 3 feet thick. Offshore platforms pump 600,000 barrels of oil daily, supplying 3% of Russia's total output. The island's population of 500,000 lives mostly in the south, while the north stays roadless taiga. Summer fog blankets the coast for 120 days, grounding flights and ships. Indigenous Niv people still hunt seals from 20-foot skin boats along the eastern shore. Winter temperatures hit 40 degrees, freezing the Sea of Okhotsk solid for 6 months. Sakhalin turns ice and oil into survival. Trans-Siberian Railway. The Trans-Siberian Railway is the sole line of Russia runs 5,772 miles from Moscow to Vladivostok, crossing 7 time zones. Completed in 1916, it took 25 years and 90,000 workers to build. The route climbs 300 feet over the Ural Mountains and skirts Lake Baikal for 125 miles. Trains carry 100 million passengers yearly, connecting 87 cities. Birch forest steps and tiger flash past windows for 7 straight days. The line moves coal timber and people across 1/6 of the planet's land. Russia travels on these rails.